Today's lesson is going to talk about area and perimeter. I've already filled out the notes, so you can pause the video as you need to fill these out, but I'll just kind of run through this quick. Area is basically space inside a figure. Perimeter is distance around. So, for example, if I was fencing a garden, that would be perimeter because you put a fence around, not through your garden. If you want to paint your wall, you're going to paint inside the wall, not just around it. So that's area. So just make sure, like for those word problems, we know which ones are area problems and which ones are perimeter problems. These are the formulas that you would have seen in the past. Rectangles, you just do length times width. For a square, normally we do S squared, where S stands for the side length. And the perimeter, so you can see what the perimeters are. I put a note in here that rectangle formulas will work for squares. It's just a lot of times kids ask me, well, what's the width of the square? And I have to tell them the width and the length are the same, so it doesn't matter. So it's easier over the years to just think square is S squared, and for perimeter it's 4 times the side length. For circles, normally you see pi r squared. I want you to flip it around and do r squared pi, because in our answer, pi will be coming last. R stands for radius, if you don't remember. We will use the letter D, which stands for diameter. And diameter is just twice what the radius is. So I drew pictures here for reference. And then for circles, perimeter, we call that circumference. So you might want to add that in there. A lot of kids know this already, but not everyone does. So if I ask for circumference, I'm really asking for perimeter. And then triangles, there's different ways you can write it. You can do 1/2 base height, which is probably what you're used to. You can do 1/2 times the height times base, so order doesn't matter. Or you can multiply base and height first and then divide that by 2. They're all the same thing. So we have 3 example problems that we're going to do. We're going to find the area first of all of them. So for a rectangle, you're going to do length times width, which is going to get you 40. You want to write your units as square units. And you should probably put a reminder that this right here is pronounced square yards. A lot of kids say yards squared, and that's totally wrong. You would not walk into Lowe's and say, I need 100 feet squared of carpet. You would say, I need 100 square feet. So we want you to talk correctly. The area of your square is going to be 6 to the second, which is 36 square feet. So I'm actually going to write SQ for square and then feet, because that's another way that you could show your units. You don't need to use the exponent then. Right, and then your circle is showing you a diameter of 9. That means that your radius is only 4.5. So area, we're going to do 4.5 squared pi. Then 4.5 squared is going to be 20.25. All you have to do is just write pi and then square inches. And that's your area. So just leave pi in it. Now we're going to go through and we're going to do the perimeters. So 2 times the length would give you 2 times 10 or 20. 2 times the width would give you 8, and that makes 28 yards. Right, for your square, you're not going to do 6 squared, you're actually going to do 6 times 4, because there's 4 sides, 6 each. So your answer is 24 just feet, not square feet. Your perimeter or your circumference of the circle is just simply going to be the diameter, 9, with pi and inches behind it. That's it. Right, so this is how we run through problems. It says the circumference of circle is 18 pi, so I'm going to start by writing C equals 18 pi. Then underneath, I like to write what the circumference formula is. So it's diameter pi. And so I think you guys can see that in order to get to 18, you have to plug 18 in for D. So I think it's safe to conclude your diameter is 18. Right from there, you always want to have your diameter and your radius handy. So your radius is going to be half of that, or 9. Now you're ready for area. So area is r squared, which is 9 squared pi, and 9 squared is 81 pi. Now I don't have units on here, so you're just going to have to write square units in your answer. So. All right, so number 2, I'm going to start off by actually giving you the area this time. So again, you want to start with area equals 64 pi. And the area formula is r squared pi. So you have to think, what number squared gets you 64? And oh, that's 8. Got it. So this time you know the radius, you should be getting the diameter, which is 16 in this case. So your circumference is going to be diameter of 16 pi units. And that's it. Now you're done. All right, number 3 is a typical algebra problem. So you have this scenario. You have a 15-foot wide and 20-foot long pool. So I'll just kind of draw that really quick. This is 15 and this 20, and it's totally not to scale. And that's okay. Then you're going to build a deck around your pool. Right? And it's 3 feet wide. So your idea is you want to put a fence around the whole deck. So fencing all around here. So you need to know how many feet of fencing you need. Well, from here to here is 20. And that comes right from the picture. But you got to figure out what this little extra space is. Right here and right here. This is where the 3 comes in handy. You know this deck is going to be 3 feet wide from every perspective on the pool. So that means it's going to have an extra 3 feet here and here. And if you look on this side, from here to here is 15. That comes from the pool. And then the rest of the side, here to here is going to be 3 and 3. So it looks like your new length of your object is going to be 20 plus 3 plus 3, which is 26. And your new width is going to be 15 plus 3 on each side, which is going to get you 21. So that should be enough now that you can go ahead and find your perimeter. 2 times 26 is 52. 2 times 21 is 42. 42 and 52 make 94. And it is a perimeter problem because it's fenced. This will be the last problem we do for this video, so I'm going to split the videos up here. This is going to switch, so we are putting carpet in. So right away, you know this is an area problem. So we want to put carpet squares in this whole thing. So what I would do is I would just kind of break this up. You see all these tick marks here? That means these are all going to be 2. Each side of these squares is 2 inches. So you can kind of complete the picture with what's going on best you can. So what I would do is I would get the area of 1 square. So area of 1 carpet square. And looks like the length is 2 and the width is 2. Or you can just do 2 squared. But you do get 4. Okay. So I'm going to write 4 in all of these. Right. They're all the same, so they all should cover the same amount of space. So it looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So just do 4 times 6, and you got 24. And it looks like we're talking about square feet. So square feet. All right. So if you went shopping at Lowe's, you would tell them I need 24 square feet worth of carpet. This is a follow-up question. It's $2.45 per square foot, so it means you're going to have to take your total area and you're going to need to multiply it by $2.45. So it looks like it's going to be $58.80.